消してしまうにはまだ人生長いでしょう。
Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 20, and last episode, Lust seemingly died by Roy's hands in an epic blaze of glory or something or other. It was so awesome to see. And then the father showed up at the end there. I'm like, what do you want? Go away. And then Barry the Chopper died. It seems like he died because his body sort of scratched off the mark of the soul on the armor, a little bit of armor that was there. So I'm like, he's gone, right? So yeah. Now, before we get into this episode, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/PhillyMini. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. Oh, Jack is pineapple. Is that the old lady? Why do you care? Go away. Why are you letting him affecting you? He's still here? So he knows he's there listening. So he's on a time to make. Oh yeah, they did mention that last episode. I forgot. Oh yeah. What do I feel like I hear Alphonse's voice in that truth? Dang it. Let him go. Why? He's acting like he cares about them, but you don't. Is he going to uncover the grave? Dig up the grave? What's wrong? Does that happen all the time when it's about to rain? I don't think what's happening is normal. Did the father do something? He's lost it. How does he get getting his body back from saying that this was not his mom? Oh, mister. Skull killed you, man. For real. You could punch in the face. Yup. They came face to face with us. That's what happened. Explain that to me. How did you come up with that? Why does this matter? Oh, okay. Oh. He said arigato. Oh, maybe because she was feeling like she messed something up, and that's why she couldn't get her baby back. And now that she knows that it's not really her fault. The way they're walking is like they're going to go beat the truth guy, or how are they going to do that? First, I want to talk about the thing with the mother and Al looking from behind or something from the vantage point of the fake mom or whatever. When in the episode where Al remembered being in the truth world, and I'm like, there was a moment in there where, you know how when it came to Ed and he was reaching out sort of like to the mother, but he couldn't actually touch her. When it came to Alphonse, like he touched what I thought was the mother, right? And then when he came out, when the body of the whatever it is that they transmuted, the man, they said, when that thing was on the floor, and then from the vantage point of the thing, you could hear Al's voice and everything. So I'm like, is Al inside that thing? And someone commented on that reaction that there was gonna be like a discussion between Ed and Al that's gonna address this. And it happened in this episode, and based on what they said, it's like, first off, you can't like revive anybody because that's never gonna happen. But the thing, what happened was that the person that I like hold on to what he was in the truth for was his own body. While I thought it was the mother, it was his own body. But then his body and his soul got separated. The soul got sort of like affixed, whatever, to the thing, the man fake thing that they transmuted. His soul was in there, his body was still in the truth world. And when Ed was like, give me my brother back or something or other, I feel like that's when he got sort of like took the soul of Al from the fake thing into the armor thing, I guess. And now Al's body is still like in the truth world. So now they're like, I'm gonna go and beat you up, beat the truth. I just don't know how he's gonna do that. The way they figured out that the thing that they transmuted wasn't their mother, and then he's like, now I know I can get Al's body back. I'm like, how do you know that? And then he went about explaining it, and then before he even did that, he's like, let me ask you both a question. he was sort of like embarrassed about asking if you remember the conversation about who was gonna marry Winry, and then he asked them like, why didn't you wanna marry or whatever, and then they gave the same answer or something or other, and he's like, okay, the fact that Al remembers something that Winry also remembers means that Al's soul was really his soul, so that means he can actually get his body back out of from the truth, and yeah, so the father, he comes out of nowhere. It's like, I heard that you did the forbidden just to like, you did that, and then it's like, are you really sure it was your mom that you sort of transmitted or whatever? Why did you burn down my house? I'm like, you forfeited the house the day you left. You never came back, so go away. And then when Edward gave this answer about it was their resolve to not turn back or something like that, he's like, you running away, and he's the one that pushed Ed to go and exhume the body, and then they did all those things with the the grandma, and figured out that it wasn't their mother. So yeah, he did that, and then he before he left, he tells the grandma that something bad's gonna happen in the city and that she should leave. And the grandma's like, this is the kid's house, so why would she go anywhere? And then she told him to come back and eat her food once in a while. And as he was leaving, he's like, it's a shame that I'm not gonna eat your food anymore. So clearly he's about to kill people in the city, right? What would he tell her to leave if that was not the case? And then when the grandma told Edward that he doesn't really show it, but he's real worried about you. Since when? I don't know where she sees the worry from. Like, I don't see it. I don't know where she sees it from. That dude is clearly, he's evil. Okay, so if Edward is a sacrifice that those homunculuses have been like keeping for whenever the sacrifice is gonna happen, the father clearly knows that there's gonna be some sacrifice going on, and that Edward is a sacrifice, and Alphonse is a sacrifice. So clearly he doesn't care about them. I'm like, why was he even there? I don't get it. Why was he there? Okay, he's making me angry. What else? Alphonse told Lin Yao how he came to be this, I guess, immortal, which is what Lin Yao has been after. But then he told him that because his soul in this metal body are not that compatible, that sooner or later it's gonna reject the soul. And then Lin Yao was like, that's not really a big deal. You just need to like affix your soul to another thing, and then you're gonna keep living forever. But no. When Al was like, even though people were still treating him like he was human, like he's seen people live with the way they are all this time, and that he was also getting used to living the way that he was, but he's like tired of sleeping alone. Did you sleeping alone? I don't know, or being alone. I'm like, that can't be like an easy existence. Like, to have lived as a human and now you're like stuck in this metal body where you can't actually like eat like normal people, you can sleep like normal people, like do normal people stuff. And then you have Lin Yao and Greed also mentioned the fact that, like, it's perfect living forever like that. Like, I don't know about that. Like, no. And my boy is tired of it, and they're like, okay, we're gonna do everything to get your body back. And when Al and Pinnacle, the grandma, when they were about to dig out the grave, and then it was about to rain, and Ad was like suffering, and I'm like, he said that it was probably about because of the rain, but I'm like, I don't know, what would rain like make him suffer that much? I don't know. And I'm thinking that maybe the father did something to him, but clearly he didn't. It was about the rain. Why? I don't get it. Oh, and then he went and called the master and told the master as well, are you sure that what you dug up was your baby? And then she also did, research and found out that it wasn't. And that gave her a sense of relief, because she felt like, first of all, her kid died, and now she tried to revive the kid, and then it felt like it was her fault that the kid, that things didn't work out and that he died again. So that gave her a sense of relief that it wasn't her fault, that she didn't kill her child the second time around. So that was very cool, and then she thanked him. I love that. Yeah, I think that was basically it. And then at the end there, when Willie was like, has his back been, what exactly did he say? Has he always had such a large back? I feel like something changed. The way she was so adamant about not wanting to marry someone shorter than her. And Edward's reaction as she said that. And now as he's walking away, she's like, has he always had such a large back? That means she's not seeing him as this short person anymore, right? I don't know. Love this episode. Father, go away. Thanks for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And please consider supporting on Patreon. At patreon.com/FullMetalAlchemist, where you can find the very next episode right now, and you can also see the full length of this reaction there as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.